Good afternoon. I call to order the May 14th, 2024 regular meeting of the Minneapolis Heritage Preservation Commission. For the record, my name is Marie Bjornberg, and I serve as chair of the commission. Just a reminder to silence your cell phones and other electronic devices and to speak clearly into the microphone when speaking at the dais or giving testimony. Would the clerk please call the roll so that we may verify the presence of a quorum?
Commissioner Booty.
Present.
Fisher is absent. Hare.
Present.
Howard.
Present.
Corrado.
Present.
Melblom.
Present.
Merrill.
Present.
Maston.
Present.
Vice Chair Sandbolt.
Present.
Chair Bjornberg.
Present.
There are 9 members present.
Let the record reflect we do have quorum and that Commissioner Fisher provided proper notice and that they have a conflict this afternoon and their absence is excused. Our first order of business is to adopt the agenda for this meeting. We will work from the agendas that are available by the clerk. The proposed agenda is item number 4, 2801, Burnham Boulevard, Ward number 7, which is an application for a certificate of appropriateness. This item will be on consent unless someone wants to speak in opposition to or modify the staff recommendation. Is there any opposition from commissioners to the staff recommendations for this item? Is there anyone in the public that wishes to speak in opposition to this item? Hearing no opposition to placing these items on consent, we will approve these consent items in one motion at the start of the meeting. Commissioners, may I have a motion to approve the proposed agenda?
Melville moves.
Thank you, Commissioner Melvin.
Howard seconds.
Thank you, Commissioner Howard. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? The agenda is approved. Our next order of business will be to approve the minutes from our April 30th, 2024 and our May 7th, 2024 meetings. May I have a motion to approve these minutes?
Maston so moves.
Thank you, Commissioner Maston.
Merrill second.
Thank you, Commissioner Merrill. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Any abstentions?
Hare abstains.
Thank you, Commissioner Hare. The minutes are approved. I will now open the public hearing on the consent agenda items. Item number 4, 2801 Burnham Boulevard, Ward 7. Again, do any commissioners oppose the staff recommendations for these items? Are there any members of the public who oppose staff recommendations for these items? Seeing none, I will close the public hearing on the consent agenda items. May I have a motion to approve staff findings and recommendations for these items?
Howard so moves.
Thank you, Commissioner Howard.
Booty seconds.
Thank you, Commissioner Booty. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Any abstentions? These items are approved as recommended by staff on the agenda. Applicants may contact planning staff about next steps. Announcements. Do staff have any announcements or commission business?
I do. Andrea Burke, supervisor for the Historic Preservation Team in CPED. I wanted to remind everybody that this weekend is Doors Open Minneapolis, and there are a lot of very interesting buildings and sites that are open, a lot of them landmarks, others in historic districts that are open to the public to go in and view them. So it is happening, I believe, starting Thursday through Sunday. I may not have those dates exact, but encourage you all to get out and view some of the resources the city has to offer. I also wanted to mention that the African American Heritage Work Group appointments, they are open and they've actually been extended until the end of the month. and applications are coming in. And so there is public announcements about this. If you know anybody that you think might be a good candidate to join this group, I encourage you to lead them to the appointments page. If you need help finding that, please let me know. And also just an update in that the clerks are still working out everything related to city email addresses. It's not final yet. So that is still happening, but just look for some further information about that in the near future. But no further announcements. Thank you.
Thank you. Do commissioners have any announcements? Commissioner Howard.
Thank you, Chair Bjornberg. I'm wondering if we have any more direction on how to get the work group started, and if we need to do something at this meeting to set it up for a vote at the next.
Do not have any more information on that at the moment. I think the thought was at the next meeting to have some more information on that, but to be determined. Thanks for your question, though,
Okay.
Commissioner Howard.
Thank you.
Do any other commissioners have any other announcements? With that, we have completed all items on the agenda for this meeting. There being no other business to come before us and without objection, I will declare this meeting adjourned. The next meeting of the HBC is Tuesday, June 4th. Thank you.